What's up everybody, my name is Dalton Smith and today we're going to do a really quick video talking about using different filters from Polar Pro with the Inspire 2 and more specifically the Zenmuse X5S camera. Currently the only camera working with the Inspire 2 is the X5S, so if you're like me and you own the X5, you're pretty much out of luck trying to use that on the Inspire 2. However, on a positive note, I found that you can use the filters for the X5S on your X5 camera, so I've been able to double these on my drone and my Osmo. Going into the filters, they have a lot of different options on the website. I've got it pulled up behind me. You can get a 3-pack, a 6-pack, or single filters. They come in this nice hard case, and inside I've got a foam fitting that perfectly holds my 3 filters. Our first filter is the UV filter. And this is used to protect your camera lens. If you're not using the ND or the polarized, moving on, number 2 is the circular polarized filter. This is an amazing filter and it helps a lot when you're looking at any situations that have glare, reflection, or if you're shooting in really bright conditions and you need to darken the sky and get a little bit more contrast, this is the call. Last but certainly not least, and I have to say my favorite filter, the ND8 or neutral density 8-stop filter. Generally speaking, when I'm flying, it's in very bright conditions, and here in Florida it's always sunny, so I find that this is going to be probably my most used filter. So our first flight on the beach was no filter. Everything looks pretty good. We're not really blown out, but we're not really getting all the detail we could be getting at the same time. I notice especially in the buildings we're losing a lot in the shadows. We also did a flight with the clear UV filter, but keep in mind that this is mostly used in situations where you don't want or need a filter, but you do want to protect the lens. Next is the round polarized. I found that this started to give us a little bit more clarity in the shallow sections of this water. It seemed to cut the reflection and let us see through the water a little bit more opposed to just getting this glare. As we came up in elevation and started to pan down, I felt that was when I was able to get a good distinction, especially in the water against the sand. Last is the ND8, and this is great for a couple reasons. One, it being a 8-stop filter and cutting out so much light, I was really able to fine-tune my shutter speed and my aperture right where I wanted it. And just looking at the image, it's brilliant. It's so much more detail in those areas that we were losing that were either blown out or too dark. And looking at them side by side, I feel that the round polarized may look a little bit better in this situation. I feel that there's a little bit more clarity through the water, and I do like the color and texture it's given the water. But at the same time, the ND8 really has an amazing look as well. So you'll be able to play with these different filters in different situations and see how they react so that you know when you need to take which filter out. Last thing we're going to do today is I'm going to real quick show you guys how to put the filters on the camera. It's very simple. We're basically going to take our cap off, select our filter, and we've got a very nice thread, and we're just going to screw this right into the camera lens, make it nice and tight. We can put the hood back on. That is all there is to it. Your filter's on, you're ready to fly, and you guys are going to be so stoked when you try this stuff out. So go to polarpro.com, let us know if you have any questions, get yourself some filters, and check back next time. We're going to be doing a full review on the Inspire 2 along with some other really cool videos. So we'll see you then.